Hi everybody and welcome to a game called Dig and Rig. I'm Pablo the Squirrel. Just a squirrel by the name of Pablo. And this game is surprisingly and coincidentally, not really ironically, about digging and rigging, just as in the title. This is a game developed by Digertz, and you kind of just get in there as a little robot to dig around and reach the Earth's core to please some madman behind the control of this whole operation. He's kind of like a dictionary that no one likes. And that's about it from him. I don't need your money. Tutorial. I like my own way. Oh, Dr. Digertz, the human encyclopedia, is going to tell me some things. You know what? I don't need your money. Oh, dang. I can just run around and dig. That's all a man needs. All a man needs is to know how to run down and dig. You don't need much more. You don't need much less. What you basically do in this game is you kind of just dig around and you have to rig back the emeralds and all kinds of things that you are, like the jewels and all the metal, onto your rig. And but the whole goal of the game is to get to the core, but I don't do that, you know. I'm not one of those guys who just beeline rushes right to the core. I like to mine everything out and get all the minerals and just completely buff my guy so I can beat the shit out of moles later. Because moles they're dicks. They like to just savagely kill every human being that walks past them. And that's not okay, you know. Savagely killing people. I wouldn't write that down as something I would do. That's good. But moles do it. So they're not my friend. They're not my friends list. You know, I wouldn't hang out with them. They're really aggressive too. Their nature of moles. But let's stop talking about the moles and talk more about the human encyclopedia. That is Dr. Digertz. He basically tells you to do things, but guess what, Dr. Digertz? I don't need you. I have my brain, my walnut-sized brain to tell me and guide me. Who needs rules in a game? All I do to play games, dick around and have some fun. I don't play to win. I play to eat potatoes. Like the recent phenomenon of the century, Pokemon Go. I chose Team Instinct because I didn't really care. I'm not one of those hardcore Pokemon Go players. Because, you know, I don't play to win. I don't join those buff teams so I can be all good and shit. I chose Team Instinct because I like potatoes. And they're the underdogs. But let's stop talking about non-related topics to this beautiful game that's Dig and Rig. What I'm doing right now is I'm kind of building up a funnel so I can funnel the resources. Again, the whole goal is to get to the core, and you want to do that, but to get there, you need some good upgrades to fend off the moles, and you need upgrades to just get down there in general and to dig faster. So you want to rig. You want to rig a lot. Just rigging all of your wildest dreams so you can live out and go to the core. Saw this on a YouTube video, thought it was a pretty cool looking game, played a little bit of it on a different PC. I want to get back to it because, you know, it's an old game. It came out a few years ago. I like older games. Like, I might play Portal for a YouTube video. So this is how this game works, kind of. In the end, you just dig and rig. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just make a giant square with a conveyor belt at the bottom, correct? And then I'm going to move all this stuff over here and scoop it all up to my factory in which Dr. Digertz does some things with those gems. He touches them in really weird places. You know, he defines them. He just looks at them kind of, because he doesn't know what they are. Oh, dang it. And he just makes some things and, you know, he sells them to the Chinese market. In this game, there's rig tools that help you transport the gems and move around, ladders, platforms, conveyor belts, and scoopers. Pretty self-explanatory. Then there's dig tools, the one that dig dirt, rock, and then stones. And then you can buy like bombs and batteries and whatnot. And if you go into your lab over here, you can get more rig tools, level up your dig tools, get like upgrades for your little robot guy, make him a complete badass. And then you can just buy bombs to make your guy even more badass. But I'm not made of money. I'm not Donald Trump. So shit costs emeralds, bro. So I gotta dig and rig to get what I want. I'm not some white kid, or any kid of that matter. But usually it's those really privileged white kids that everybody hates. Not being racist. Oh god. I've spat something out that I shouldn't have. Take that back. Any of those privileged asshats, I'm not one of those guys. I wish I was. So you know what? I gotta work for my stuff. I am one of those really poor white kids who's not born with a silver spoon in their mouth. I'm not a privileged kid, you know. I've dug a hole for myself that I can't get myself out of. Forget what I said. I'm sorry. Now what you want to do now, right? You want to grab your conveyor belts and you want to make a long line going all the way over here. And it builds it out, correct? And then you go over here and you gotta get your scoopers out. So you get your scoopers out. Oh shit. You get your scoopers out. You put it upward. Like so. And you just you do that, sort of. I need to get up here. There's this dirt in the way. I don't like dirt. You know, it's not nice. Can't really jump too much. Oh, you do not want to fall off the side. Now I've damaged my guy, see? So what I want to do, why is that there? What I want to do, since I've fallen off like a hopeless little Bobby, I want to take a platform. Kind of do this. Do like a strafe jump, I bet you. Oh, dang it. You gotta have some serious skill to play this game in terms of jumping. Because you don't know when the master of them all is gonna pop out and be like, hey, Jimmy Bob, your jumping skill's not up to par. Mind if I mess with that for you? And now I've fallen off. So you wanna do this. You wanna jump up there and prove to Jimmy Bob that your jumping skills are up to par by just building one of these and just building the most awkward system ever to get up, because you have no life. You don't face fear very well, and you can't really define math, so you just ramble on about things you don't know until Jimmy Bob overtakes you in the game that is life. And you end up crying yourself to sleep, and making the most awkward thing you could ever imagine. But it's all worth it in the end, because Jimmy Bob, he dies later. Remember that, kids. I would take that away if I could, but apparently Jimmy Bob ain't having none of that. I'm a bit stuck here. Gotta be said. For some reason, I'm not able to take away these when I right click. So now I'm stuck here. See? So I guess I can't take away the starting conveyor belts. How tragic. Well, all I really set out to do was take away these blocks. If I can do this, and gotta catch them all. Oh, that is not something that's good. Get these out. That is not good either. Oh god. Okay. What you want to do, kids, is you want to grab out your conveyor belts, and then you get all these minerals. Look at that. But you gotta click it this way. And now, all these minerals go up to your little area, because you're awesome. And everybody loves you. And now you have all the friends in the world. And that is how you beat this game. That's how you become the very best like no one ever was. And then the best part, hear me out, is eventually you go down even deeper and you do it all again. And you just keep on funneling things until you've become the monster that is you. And there's nothing left. This thing is the slowest thing I've ever seen in my life. Let's upgrade it. You just get all the friends in the world, but you've left a path of destruction and hate. So nobody hates you. And at the end of your sad little life, you look in the mirror and realize that, wow, I never really did eat that cheeseburger from McDonald's. And that's all. No more, no less. Buttercup. You know what? I'm gonna keep this hole here until everything's set up. But that's all the minerals going in. It looks pretty beautiful, if I do say so myself. Like, who does not like to see just a bunch of minerals going in on the conveyor belt? I, for one, love to see these minerals. I can't get enough of them. They're my wet dream every day. Let's go back to the lab. No, no, Mr. Human Encyclopedia. I will not buy your cookies. We need more of this green stuff that no one loves. But it's all down here. So let's get all that. Let's go. Let's just make another funnel of sorts. And we'll upgrade all of our stuff. We'll be the coolest kid in the block. With all the upgraded gadgets. All the new rich, privileged freaking stuff. And we'll be so happy with ourselves. Because, you know what? We've dug so much and we've rigged. I don't know what the plural of rig is. Is it rigged? Ragged? Rugged? Ruggedied? You never know. You know, I mean, maybe Mr. Human Encyclopedia could be useful for once and tell me that. No, he's got a drone on about, hey, send me more minerals, man. And I'm like, you can't mess with me, man. You gotta, there's a time limit. You know, I have some work to do. And he's like, no, give me some more minerals. And then you just gotta give him a bunch of minerals. And then you're really sad because, well, you don't have any more minerals. And that's how life works. Let's go. Let's try something cool. Let's buy a bomb. Let's go in here. Robotech, item tech, and we have no explodium. Oh yeah, yes we do. So what we're gonna do, kids, boys and girls, is we're gonna buy a mega bomb. Right. We're gonna take this mega bomb. I think I have one at least. Oh, I guess not. I guess I'm too cool for school. So I need to buy one of these guys. Don't have enough explodium, that's why. So buy one of these. Right. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna leave it right smack dab here. And that's how you do it. I need to figure out the button for that, but hey, I don't know. And that blows up all that stuff. And now we have a perfectly good hole that we've dug out. And now it's so beautiful that you can't take your eyes off it for more than 5 minutes. No, 5 seconds, sorry. And now you just sat here with more dirt to dig, more stuff to rig, more things to dig. Look at all these minerals over here. Would Mama be proud? So then you go out in here and you get all this minerals. You become so proud of yourself. Your mom and your dad aren't proud though, so you're pretty sad. But in the end, it doesn't matter because you're richer than them because you have all these minerals. You're so rich that in fact, life itself loves you to an extent to where they'll buy you whatever you want for your birthday, like good people. But you don't have a birthday because you're a robot. And robots can't share feelings. So this has all been a lie. But you're so rich that it doesn't matter. You can buy feelings, damn it. We're going down pretty slow to the core of the earth, but you know it's worth it. It's worth to become Donald Trump filthy rich. You know, it's worth it to just talk about random events in this game. Because this game is awesome. This game's the most beautiful thing I've ever laid eyes upon. This game is possibly my dad. Although he isn't, because my dad would never be as good as... Nah. My dad isn't as rich as this, sorry. If I could find soil as rich as this, I would cry myself. Okay, that's another conveyor belt line, and then we won't mine everything. Because mining everything in this game can take a lot of time. But if we ever have to, we'll come back and just blow shit up. I don't have any more conveyor belts. We're gonna go to the lab, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take all this conveyor belt, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna go. You're just gonna use it, cause you're an idiot, and then you're gonna take all this and go. For some reason, I don't have any of these. Why is it not letting me? For some reason, it's really glitched out, and it won't let me cry myself to bed. And there we go. Now it's not as glitched out. What you gotta do is you gotta go boomity boom, and you gotta grab your conveyor belts and go bam, bam, and now it's all connected. So you're happy. So you go up top, you gotta mine all this stuff out, you know, that's not as good. You don't like mine. I mean, you love rigging, you're a rigging robot, what am I talking about? So you go up here to rig everything out, you know. So you go up here to just mine up all this stuff, even though it's kind of hard, because you're not that well equipped of a robot. Because you just cry yourself to bed every night, because of how well ill-equipped you are to be a good guy. And well, Jimmy Bob, that's how it goes. That's how being a robot is. Because in my house, you're not a good little robot. You're actually a bit of a dick. And that's what we get up here, right? Place on a couple more platforms just because. No, they're not there. Just because we can. Because we're filthy rich. Donald Trump, remember? So you have to get it back up here. Mine all this. And you get up here. And you mine all this. It's a bit of a coincidence, I know. Don't get too excited though. So what you have to do is you have to take away all this as Donald Trump. And just mine all this out. You're about to be the richest man alive. As you're hauling in all of your minerals, you don't know who's gonna come to you, wanting all kinds of autographs and stuff, man. So you prepare for the best. And sadly, you don't have any more of these bad boys, and you are one bit off. So you have to go down, and you have to go one more conveyor belt. One more, just one more though, so it's okay. And then, with that being said, you grab your scooper, and you take it all the way out. And then you win. Because now you're filthy rich again. Donald Trump, remember? And that's the wrong way. So now you have all these minerals going in there. Going in to be processed, looked at. Whatever whatever that human encyclopedia Dr. Digertz does with his life. Always give me a message, let's read it, because why not? Welcome to the lab. See how helpful he is. Buy useful items. Upgrade Digertz. My name's not Digertz though, I have free will. It is going to be Fabio. Because why not? I'm just gonna buy my jetpack, because why not? I need a jetpack. Jetpacks are awesome. See, look at this jetpack. So now I have a jetpack. Now I'm really swag and cool. And when this all digs out, actually, let's go. Let's make a little path to where we can live free, as you and me. We're gonna go down to the core. We're gonna go down here. We can dig everything out. We're gonna be the richest people alive. Okay. So we're just gonna make like a little area to dig out. We're actually gonna grab our dirt drill because this is really slow. Then we're gonna switch back to our rock drill because this is even slower. Go to our lab. Go to item dig tool. Sorry. Basically, just gonna make this drill the best thing that's ever happened to us. So when stuff happens, we can have such good stuff, and we're gonna blow a bunch of things up. We're gonna blow so many things up to where we'll be the coolest kid in our class. Remember that dream you had where you wanted to always be the coolest kid? Well, now it's true. Now you can be the coolest kid. I don't want to go down there because that's really bad. Who wants to go down there? Really? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through here, and we're gonna place some bombs down because we're really bad people. And let's do this. Hopefully it doesn't harm conveyor belts because that would be pretty bad. I don't care about you, Dr. Digertz. I'm sorry to say. Robotech, we're gonna buy a mega bomb. We're gonna actually buy 2. We're gonna go down a little bit and put one right here. We're gonna put one right here, and we're gonna run because we're scared little cats, scared little people. We don't want to get hurt by this bomb. That bomb is a super bomb of mass proportion. Nobody likes getting hurt by a bomb of mass proportion. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go down here and put 2 smaller scale bombs down because we're also really bad people. And we're gonna get all the minerals because we're good people at the same time. This is how Donald Trump went. Go to lab. We're gonna buy a couple of these bad boys. Use one. And then use the other. And we're just gonna watch the madness unfold. We're gonna go up here. Just mine all this. Because we're the best humanity could ever ask for. Get all this as well. And we're just gonna be so good. We're gonna be the very best like no one ever was. You know that thing where like there are people who are the very best, like no one ever will. We're gonna be those guys. We're gonna roll the high life. Rolling every high life you could ever imagine, okay? And we're gonna go down here. We're gonna cry to our wife because nobody loves us. Man, I'm speaking really deep for a little robot. I didn't realize. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry, real humanoids. But robots gotta say some things, you know? Robots gotta speak his mind. We're almost mining out all this. Just gotta get all the rest. Get all the rest like no one ever was. Be the best. Pokemon gotta catch them all. And so, you get over here. Get all these little minerals, and it causes a lot of lag when a bunch of minerals are doing things. Because you don't have a good computer, and it really sucks. And life gets you down every day. Okay, oh no. All the minerals went down there. I think we're good to start rigging all of this. Oh, I didn't have many rig parts. It's gotta be said, so I gotta go to the lab. Rig tools, and rank it up to 30. I mean 10, sorry. We're gonna 8, 9, 10. And there you go, now we have a bunch of rigs. Now we have the rigs of the century. Apparently, that's really bad. As I'm trying to rig, life gets me down, so I can't rig as much. Let's go over here where I can actually see things. Apparently, that's really bad to rig there. But we're gonna do it nonetheless. Because we're savages. Must be hard. Right. I think I'm losing health because, well, you're not supposed to be down there. You're not supposed to be in that little area down there. Because you're a bad boy, Jimmy. You're a really bad boy. You don't want to go down there. That's where mommy and daddy live? You don't want to go where mommy and daddy live, you know? They'll beat you. I'm very sad, Mom. Love me. This is what happens when you make a robot really sad. Shoot. Those minerals are being filled to the brim. There we go, that will stop it. We can get all those later, people. Let's just grab these for now. So we need to go up, get ready for the scoops of the century. So let's do all this. So you gotta get your scoopers out. You gotta go. Bam. Then you gotta go to the lab. You gotta buy more scoopers because, well, you're really poor. Well, that's not very. That's what I needed right there. That hits the spot. And what happens is you want to put that one that way, and this one that way, and that rigs everything you've ever desired. Anyway, guys, that's been the end of today's episode. I'll see you next time. If you liked it, tell me, and I will care to the fullest extent, and I'll make more of these. See you all next time. Goodbye.